Hello, friends. Today, our topic is best diet choices for diabetes 2. And I am Dr. Jagaji Singhvirk, MBBS, FCGP, FAMS, PGDGM. How healthy diet affects the diabetes? Not only diabetics, but all human beings are affected by our healthy choices. A diet aimed at reducing the risks of diabetes is really nothing more than a nutritionally balanced meal plan aimed at helping maintain blood sugar levels within range and supporting a healthy weight. Eating to control and prevent diabetes is much more about making wise food adjustments than it is about denial and deprivation. A diabetic diet is simply an eating approach that works to keep you healthy, and so is not reserved only for people with diabetes only, but your whole family can enjoy the same meals and snacks, regardless of whether others have diabetes or not. A healthy meal is a healthy meal. It's good for all, not only for diabetics. What are the goals of diet plan for a diabetic patients? For diabetic patients, we are to reduce the glucose spikes and insulin levels. And the reduced body weight, that is our normal BMI, which is 18.5 to 24.9, we must bring it to it. And the waist circumference less than 40 inches for men and less than 35 inches for women for obesity. But we are to see that we must not be overweight. So we must reduce the waist circumference to less than 36 for men and less than 31 for women. We must avoid complications and must have our optimal lab results in our goal setting. Combining and sequencing foods to reduce glucose spikes. No naked carbohydrates, always clothe them with proteins and fats. When meals are well balanced, including some protein, fats, and fibers rich carbs, they are generally more satisfying. You won't get hungry between meals and go looking for a quick fix. Vegetables first, then protein and fats, and last carbohydrates. 2 tablespoonfuls of apple cider vinegar before each meal will help to reduce the glucose spikes. At least 2000 cc water every day reduces spikes by 21%. Pickled foods with rice were studied in Japan to have a wonderful results. Postprandial walk is good for avoiding the glucose spikes. Quitting smoking and avoiding alcohol are the other best tools to reduce the glucose spikes. Diabetes and overweight. Overweight is a major risk factor for type 2 diabetes mellitus, and 30% overweight have diabetes. 85% diabetics are overweight. The more excess weight you have, the more resistant your muscle and tissue cells become to your own insulin hormone. What is the global epidemic spreading faster than COVID-19? Of course, it is obesity. More than 650 million people in the world are obese. In India, the number is close to 135 million. Weight management. A 10% reduction in weight can result in a 30 to 40% reduction in diabetes-related deaths. 15% reduction in HbA1c. 30 to 50% reduction in fasting glucose. and 10% reduction in total cholesterol. Without doubt, weight loss should be a gold standard outcome in type 2 diabetes mellitus. Type 2 diabetes prevalence in Adventist study, where the non-vegetarian population had 7.6% population as diabetics amongst them. Semi-vegetarian population had 6.1% population as diabetics amongst them. Pesco-vegetarian population had 4.8% population as diabetics. Lacto-ovo-vegetarian had 3.2% population as diabetics. And vegan population had only 2.9% population as their diabetics amongst them. This study clearly shows the importance of vegan diet amongst them. Minimize eating less prepared and processed food, minimizing the intake of processed, refined, prepared, and fast foods in favor of whole, unprocessed foods. Your own food and eating at home is very, very essential. Dietary fiber is the basis of a healthy diet, as well as the key to a diabetes diet plan or any good diet for weight loss. Only plant foods contain fiber. Those with the most fiber include dried beans, peas, and lentils, fruits, vegetables, whole grains, nuts, and seeds. A high fiber diet, meaning one that contains at least 25 to 35 grams of dietary fiber a day, is essential for good health. Importance of fats for diabetics. Fats are satiating and help you feel full for long. This way, you are bound to consume fewer carbs. Again, a great thing for diabetes. Fat slows the absorption of carbohydrates into the bloodstream, thus promoting blood sugar stabilization. Vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin E, and vitamin K all need fat for their absorption into the body. Without fat, we don't get the benefit of these powerful nutrients. Fat is essential for nerve health as it supports the myelin sheath, which helps your brain make sense of the many messages it receives daily. Fats are essential to balance hormones in both men and women. Balanced hormones lead to emotional stability, controlled appetite, and decreased craving, along with consistently high energy levels. These are few of the fatty foods. Healthy fats, you can get good sources of healthy fat include butter and desi ghee, coconut oil, avocado, fatty fish, salmon, mackerel, herring, lake trout, all these fatty fish, nuts and seeds, olive oil and oils from nuts, flax seed and chia seeds, tanny paste from sesame seeds. Protein choices for diabetics. Plant food like soy-based tofu and tempeh are excellent sources of non-animal protein and fit quite well into a diabetes meal plan because they are also low in carbs. Black beans, chickpeas, lentils, edamame, whole grain foods such as quinoa, kamut, and teff, all pulses, pinto beans, mung beans, fava beans, lima beans, green peas, quinoa, wild rice, pistachio, almonds, Brussels, chia seeds, yellow sweet, potatoes, asparagus, broccoli, avocado, spirulina, soya milk. All these have protein among them. Healthy choices for carbs. Whole grain breads and cereals and foods made with 100% whole wheat, oats, quinoa, brown rice, corn, and cornmeal. Dried beans, lentils, and peas. Fresh or frozen fruits like berries, apples, pears, and oranges. Vegetables, both starchy and non-starchy vegetables, are healthy carbs that have less glycemic effect on your blood sugar. Dairy products including yogurt, milk, and cheese. These are few of the carbs. Safe drinks for diabetics. Sugars are important to look out for in drinks as well as your best bets for liquids include water, plain water. Your fizzy is great. Just watch out for any added sugars or sweeteners. Tea, including green and herbal. Opt for lemon to give it a boost instead of sugar or honey. Unsweetened coffee, low fat or non-dairy milk, unsweetened. Vegetable juice. Diabetes friendly foods, we can say beans, including kidney, pinto, navy, and black beans, dark green leafy vegetables like spinach and kale, citrus fruit, berries, tomatoes, fish high in omega-3s, salmon, albacore, tuna, herring, sardines, mackerel, and trout, nuts and seeds, whole grains, milk and yogurt. Vegetables for diabetics. Reasons for choosing vegetables include the following. They provide a range of nutrients, including vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. The carbohydrates in vegetables provide energy but are less likely to cause a sugar spike than those from baked goods and sweet snacks. Vegetables with a low to moderate glycemic index rankings, such as carrots, can help manage. Trusted sources are there. Blood glucose levels are stabilized. Nitrate-rich foods such as beets can help lower the risk of cardiovascular disease. Eating a range of vegetables can provide the vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants the body needs to stay healthy. Vegetables can be a filling, low-calorie option for people managing their weight. Foods to be avoided: white breads and pastries, pasta made from white flour, processed foods made with added sugar or high fructose corn syrup, foods high in saturated fat, fatty meats, butter, sausages, bacon, cured meats, and ice cream, candy and soft drinks that contain sugar and high fructose corn syrup. Diabetes meal tips. Sorry. Here are some health tips for eating vegetables with type 2 diabetes. Opt for fresh foods where possible. When buying canned foods, choose those without added sugar or salt, or drain the liquid before use. Flavor vegetables with herbs, spices, or low salt seasoning. Drizzle with lemon juice or try a vinegar pepper sauce. Boil, bake, or grill vegetables or roast them in a little vegetable oil rather than frying them. This will reduce calorie and fat intake. Leave the peel on vegetables when possible to boost the fiber content. Where appropriate, opt for raw vegetables as they contain more nutrients. When adding high fiber foods to the diet, introduce them gradually to prevent abdominal discomfort. Fasting. Fasting can be intermittent fasting. It could be 8-16, where eating time is 8 hours and 16 hours is a fasting time. It could be 6-18, where eating time is 6 hours and fasting time is 18 hours. OMAD, one meal a day, taking after 24 hours. There may be alternate day fasting may be there. There may be 5-2 fasting, where the 5 days are the eating days and 2 days are the fasting day, when the calorie intake is less than 1,000 calories per day. 48 to 72 hours regular fast. These are all types of fasting, which we can discuss in a later video again. And thank you very much. If you like this video, please like it, comment it, and subscribe the channel. Thank you very much.